Bring that back, you put your hands in there. Just like that, yeah, you're famous in there. Do that, and make it rain over here. Happy Earth Day, cause you're quaking over here. It's getting wild over here. It's getting loud over here. A big crowd over here. Get the first day, cause you're over here. Laid up. Ladies, get your weight up. Welcome to the K Club. Laid up. Ladies, get your weight up. Welcome to the K Club. Hit the room. Pints way. Hit the room. It's outside. Watch out for the big girl. 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 Watch out for the
Hello, it's a real pleasure to be with you from West London, from Stamford Bridge. My name is Derek Ray, and joining me in the commentary position is the former Arsenal and England fullback Lee Dixon. And it's all about action from the Premier League in this case. It's Chelsea facing Brighton and Hove Albion.
Yeah, thanks, Derek. Both teams will no doubt be looking for a quick start. So important to get focus from the off. Really looking forward to this. Hopefully it won't disappoint.
N'Golo Kante.
Well, we always love watching true entertainers, and Willian does know how to entertain. What might we see from him in this game, Lee?
He's really hit form of late. Defenders are really going to have to watch him. 4 goals in the last 3 matches.
Well, last season for Chelsea, a difficult campaign to sum up, really, Lee, when you consider that it all began so promisingly under Maurizio Sarri.
Well, absolutely, Derek. Winning their first 5 games, it was a good start, and they looked pretty solid to begin with at the start of that season, but then it all sort of fell apart in the middle of the season. They got it back to the end now and won that trophy.
And this is how it looks for Chelsea. Kepa is given the green light in goal. Good Zuma plays with Antonio Rudiger in central defence. N'Golo Kante starts alongside Jorginho in the centre of midfield. And the idea is to have just the one striker up there trying to pose problems for the opposition.
Thank you, Stamford.
And the team selected for Brighton and Hove Albion. Would you call it 4-5-1, Lee?
Yeah, I really like this formation, Derek. 4-2-3-1, really. The 2 central midfield players supplying support to a 3 ahead of them, and then a lone striker with a number 10 just behind him.
It ought to be a really interesting battle. Chelsea kick off. A bit of running room now on the wing. An attempt like that, never likely to trouble the keeper.
No, he's got his positioning right, but it was a poor shot in the end.
Jorginho. And that's an important intervention. That strong play here on the shielding front. Montoya. Jose Izquierdo. Getting forward. Jahanbakhsh. Stevens. I must say this looks promising. Might be able to set up the chance. And crossed in the direction of the back post. And the goalkeeper covered a lot of ground to push that away from danger. Well, that shouldn't really happen from a throw-in. A chance maybe from the wide position. A chance to whip it in. Well, the clearance half-hearted. That's very effective, good high pressing. Dale Stevens has it. And the goal kick is the outcome. And it was a bitter pill for Chelsea to swallow when they lost last time out against Liverpool. What do you expect to see from them this time, Lee?
Well, scoring 3 goals, you expect to win the game, but they lost 4-3. But an improvement today should at least get them a draw.
And using his strength to shield the ball. And the referee, bad challenge. And now it's up to the referee in terms of what to do next. Referees like to manage the game just as much as players do, but today it is an early yellow card, and we'll see what effect that has on the match.
Well, it'll have a big effect, especially on the player, and also the defenders around that player that's been booked earlier in the game, because they now know he's walking a tightrope.
And the keeper grabbing hold of that free kick. Alexis McAllister. The attack continues, they're making considerable progress. Aware of the threat, solving the problem. Here is Willian. Space afforded him. And options in the centre. Foiling them effectively. Jorginho, Conte. Asking a lot to score from there. Goalkeeper's ball. Jahan Bash. Montoya has it. Jahan Bash. Mopé. Jahan Bash. Jose Izquierdo. Jahan Bash. He's given it straight to the opposition. Well, great read there to intercept. Jahan Bash. Not a good pass. Staunch rearguard action. A bit sloppy in possession. Bernardo. Jahan Bash. Alexis McAllister. This attack looks highly promising. Quick thinking to dispossess his opponent. Free kick to Chelsea. Conte. Not much time to make up his mind. Read it superbly to take back possession. Dunk on the ball. Duffy. And news of a goal at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Let's get that news from Alan.
It's a goal for Tottenham Hotspur. It's been scored by Harry Kane. A lovely curling effort that left the keeper grasping thin air. 22 minutes played, 1-0.
Regular updates from Alan McAnally along the way. Conte. A fine block. Willian tasked with taking the corner. And a goal kick given.
Well, that was the chance to take the lead, and the manager's frustration is there for all to see.
Jahan Bash. And Moy with it. Stevens. Jose Izquierdo. Montoya. Splendid tackle and a throw-in coming up. Stevens. Neil Maupay. Jahan Bash. Now he must favour the cross. It has gone over the touchline for what will be a throw-in. Jorginho. James. Willian. N'Golo Kanté. In a position from which they could potentially do a bit of damage here. Well, the cross played over, but ultimately up a cul-de-sac. Alexis McAllister. Maupay. Jahan Bash. And very deftly cut out. Someone's found the net at the London Stadium. Who exactly? Alan McInally?
It's a goal for West Ham United. It's been scored by Sebastian Haller. He beat the keeper for pace at his near post with a clinical strike. 30 minutes played, 1-1.
Many thanks, Alan. He's using his strength to good effect. Jahan Bash. He's got space. Doughty defending to win the ball back. Could be a chance to break here. And a chance for them to nudge in front. Still alive. Well, it looked highly promising, but it came to nothing in the end. Giving them the gift of possession. Well, they were clearly on the receiving end, so a free kick is next. He's now got to be extra careful. A verbal warning rather than a caution here.
Yeah, the next one, he knows where he's going, in the book.
Willian. Bernardo. James. Kanté now. Jorginho. Read it superbly to take back possession. Well, that is a defender's job to come to the rescue. A good-looking move. N'Golo Kanté. It's with Willian. Masterful piece of foiling. Aaron Moy. Happy to pass the ball, but remaining patient. Good technique displayed. Looked as though they meant business, but now they've got to try again. Well, real difficulty keeping the ball. And attempting the through ball. That is top-notch goalkeeping. He had to reach in with his hand.
Yeah, it's all about reading the pace of the ball and the player's feet. When do I go down? When do I strip the ball? Did a brilliant job then.
Neil Maupay. Oh, nice ball over the top to chase. Well, just couldn't keep the ball. And Moy with it. Moy. Wonderful tackle. Pulisic now. And Pulisic has it. He's got to score! Oh, it's off the post! You've got to keep the ball a bit better than that. And they got into that crossing position, but dealt with defensively. Montoya, not giving him a moment's peace. And the referee is going to add on 3 minutes.
Of 3 minutes of added
Montoya.
time.
Stevens. Aaron Moy. Jahanbakhsh. McAllister. Fruitful looking attack. Crossed into the penalty area. Dunk. Jahanbakhsh. And so the first half draws to a close here in West London. Willian, a player who thrives on dictating terms, but has it been a disappointing performance in your mind from him?
Well, no goals for him, no real chances either. He needs to help his team a little bit more, just to get involved in the game. I think he would be the difference if he was playing better.
It ought to be a really interesting battle. Chelsea kick off. And using his strength to shield the ball. Referees like to manage the game just as much as players do. And a goal kick given. Plenty to consider based on what we've seen so far as the second half begins. There's plenty of know-how in the ball shielding department. And the advantage accrues to the attacking side. And heading it just over the bar.
Yeah, he thinks he's in, he thinks he's scored, and it's just over the bar.
Poor attempt at a pass, really. Jahanbakhsh. McAllister. Jahanbakhsh. Tackling and winning the ball to boot. And that was a very fine read. Ronaldo on the ball.